DBT skills training program is intended to support you in building a life worth living. As you try to live the life you want to live, there are many things that are going to come up for you. These difficult emotional experiences are tied to the behavioural responses that are triggered by the activation of a personal story that's actually tied to the contextual framework of a particular childhood schema. As you're going to hear me say to people in group over and over again, mainly because I've been told I have a tendency of repeating myself, there has to be an understanding that failure is an expected part of the process when trying to change behaviours. The most important thing to understand about failing is when something fails, it's not you that is the failure, it's the action that you took that failed. When we look at failing from this perspective, we can own it as part of the process instead of avoiding it, beating ourselves up about it and falling into old behaviours to cope with the guilt and shame. When we own the action as failing and detach from the internal critic that's pushing the story of guilt and shame, we can actually take a look at what we did or didn't do from a dialectical perspective and understand what it was that might have contributed to the outcome we wanted to achieve. Remember, someone once said to me, you're always going to achieve in life what your lifestyle has you set up to achieve. And as I've developed my own personal journey, I constantly find the evidence for this statement to be true in so many different aspects of my life. Analysing our own behaviour allows us to figure out what causes us to make the choices we make that ultimately lead to the actions that we take. It also helps build an understanding for what leads us to continue making these choices, even though they may be hurting our ability to live the life we want to live. Knowing these things is extremely important for anyone wanting to make behavioural changes. The analysis process builds our understanding for the different parts of our personality that we're blended with at any given point in time. Without knowing what it is we could have done differently, it's incredibly difficult to plan for different actions in similar experiences in the future. Knowing what we could have done differently isn't about finding excuses or beating ourselves up about the things we didn't do. It's actually about providing the possibility of activating change. The intention of this section of any DBT skills training program is to develop our ability to analyse our own behaviours when a part of our personality has acted in a way that we didn't want it to act. We do this for the primary purpose of understanding and providing reason, not excuses, as to why we did what we did. The ability to analyse our own behaviour is a key component of any process for behaviour change. During the early stages of this work, we usually need support with this aspect of our journey in order to guide us through recognising the general rigidity of our thoughts and to develop the necessary behaviours required to cope with the chaos of the lifestyle we've created up until this point. These fundamental self-analysis skills are a particularly important aspect of any dialectical behaviour therapy skills training program, and I've adapted some of the language of these skills to fit our understanding of a multiplistic personality system. If you take a look around my YouTube channel or go through the pages of my website, you'll find a lot more videos and handouts that expand on this and many other subjects associated with dialectical behaviour therapy and changing behaviours. If you want to know more, come join our live online conversations every week, and I'll drop some links in the description below so that you can access those. And as always, if you like the content of this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and smash that like button. Turn on those notifications for all the latest from me and the Liberation Place. I hope this video gave you some insight for how you can use DBT self-analysis skills. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, be safe and be well.